Good evening. My distinguished brother judge and colleague, Justice Abhay Oak, all my colleagues, Sister Hema, and all the other colleagues who are part of the audience who've been very gracious to attend this event this evening. Justice Manmohan, Chief Justice of the High Court of Delhi, Justice Yashwant Verma, Judge of the High Court of Delhi and Chairperson of the EDHCR Committee, Judges of the Delhi High Court, senior members of the bar, and everyone who is present here, including the members of the registry. There are two things which I notice about the Delhi High Court. The first and the most important thing is that anything that is done in the Delhi High Court is done with a sense of class and with a sense of perfection. And I think the EDHCR is one more example of everything that the Delhi High Court in that sense embodies and signifies. When Brother Yashwant Verma spoke to me about coming for this function, he said, but your first question would be, why can't we do this function online, which would be the most natural thing to do, consistent with our initiatives in technology. But he said, if you come here for the function in a physical form, there's one thing which you cannot really do virtually, which is to meet in person all those members of the team of the Delhi High Court from the registry who have contributed to this initiative. So at the outset, I must compliment all the members of the Delhi High Court registry who have developed this initiative and who have taken it to a different level. Nothing succeeds like success, and all these initiatives then are replicated by high courts across India. So it's really a true privilege for me to witness the launch of this portal, which is a significant leap forward in how legal knowledge is shared, accessed, and utilized. At its core, the portal which we launched today is designed not just as a tool for case management, but as a powerful platform for the digital publication of judgments of public importance. This initiative marks a profound shift in ensuring the democratized dissemination of legal knowledge, making landmark judgments and legal precedent available online to anyone with an internet connection. I would like to highlight 4 ways in which this initiative benefits the legal community. The first, embracing technology for a better future. We live in an era where the risks of barely functioning court systems and reduced access to justice pose threats to the rule of law. However, as Professor Richard Susskind aptly describes in the article, The Future of Courts, we are also in an era of opportunity, the chance to build on recent successes with technology and implement improved, sustainable court services that are far more accessible than ever before. I would like to reiterate a scene from John Grisham's The Pelican Brief, for those of you who have happened to read it. In this acclaimed legal thriller, the protagonist, Darby Shaw, employs the legal research tools available to her to unravel a complex conspiracy involving high-level corruption. While the technology she uses is rudimentary compared to today's standards, it highlights how even early digital tools could dramatically enhance legal practice by streamlining research and uncovering critical information. This fictional portrayal reflects a real-world transformation today, the evolving capabilities of technology in making legal processes more efficient and ensuring timely justice. The EDHCR portal reimagines the workflow of justice. It is more than a technological upgrade. It reaffirms our commitment to justice, swift, accessible, and fair-minded. It encourages us to rethink how we perceive and practice law, illustrating how digitization enforces fundamental principles of justice and equity. Historically, technology has continually reshaped the legal landscape. For example, the telegraph revolutionized legal communication in the 19th century, significantly speeding up the exchange of information. Today, video conferencing has become essential, enabling remote hearings and bridging gaps between courts and parties, especially during global crises. In Sarvesh Mathur versus the Registrar General of the High Court of Punjab and Haryana, the Supreme Court directed that no high court should deny access to video conferencing facilities or hybrid hearings, ensuring that these options are available to all members of the bar and litigants. The second point I want to briefly dwell on is on accessibility. Access to the judiciary is what truly ensures that the Indian justice system serves its people effectively. Gone are the days when advocates had to endure long queues and expend valuable time and energy on filing processes. We have progressed significantly beyond the initial steps of e-filing to include comprehensive digital reporting of judgments. For example, the Supreme Court's eSCR portal currently hosts approximately 36,802 judgments. Additionally, these judgments have been translated into several languages to further enhance accessibility. 36,280 judgments have been translated into Hindi, 10,199 judgments into Punjabi, 2,401 judgments into Tamil, and 2,364 judgments into Marathi. There's no stopping here, and the movement is only evolving. This multilingual approach ensures that legal information is accessible to a broader audience, reflecting our commitment to inclusivity. In a recent judgment in Gaurav Kumar versus Union of India, the Supreme Court ruled that the enrollment fee for advocates cannot exceed rupees 750 for the general category and rupees 125 for SC/ST category candidates, as laid down in Section 24(1)(f) of the Advocates Act. This decision addressed the issue of exorbitant fees previously charged by state bar councils, which could have barred access to the profession for many lawyers from marginalized and economically disadvantaged backgrounds. This judgment highlights the critical importance of accessibility in our legal profession. Dignity is crucial to substantive equality. The dignity of an individual encompasses the right to develop their potential to the fullest. The right to pursue a profession of one's choice and earn a livelihood is integral to an individual's dignity. Ensuring affordable access to the legal profession reinforces the principle that justice must be accessible to all. The eSCR portal facilitates access to the Supreme Court's judgment, free of subscription fees or other expenses, setting a precedent for the eDHCR portal to follow. This digital transformation is a crucial step towards inclusivity. By streamlining and simplifying cumbersome processes, we are removing barriers that previously hindered access to the justice system. As my brother judge and a very fond member of the Delhi Bar and Delhi Bench, Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul aptly put it, after all, it is for the common man that the judicial system exists. On sustainability, each digital file saves a tree, and each online submission reduces our carbon footprint. This initiative reflects our responsibility to protect the environment for future generations. I recall a time when thousands of pages were required to register a single case, an approach that was both labor-intensive and unsustainable. This digital transformation aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, particularly Goal 13, climate action, by minimizing the environmental impact of our legal processes. It also adheres to international conventions on environmental sustainability, reinforcing our commitment to a greener, more sustainable future. On a lighter note, I must also share with the members of the bench and the bar here in Delhi that we have taken a further step in the Supreme Court towards environmental sustainability. On the occasion of a birthday of every judge, we would every morning cut that cake and then wish the judge a happy birthday. Well, we have changed that. Instead of cutting a cake on the occasion of the birthday of every judge, we plant a tree and present a certificate with a photograph of the tree which was planted to honor the birthday of our colleague. The fourth and the last point which I want to stress on is strengthening legal research capabilities. The eDHCR portal will be a treasured resource for legal professionals, researchers, academics, and students. I don't think I'm exaggerating at all when I say that the Delhi High Court today is at the forefront of the high courts in the country. You get the cutting-edge judgments from the Delhi High Court. You have innovative arguments by the lawyers, and you have truly justified the infrastructure which has been created for this court by the quality of the input by the bar and the output by the judges as well. And the eDHCR portal carries this message to the rest of the country. This is not just a portal for lawyers and judges and litigants in this city to use, but this truly replicates our High Court, the Delhi High Court, as a High Court worth emulating in the rest of the country and other parts of the world which rely upon your judgments. It offers a comprehensive repository of valuable judgments, effectively serving as a vast library at your fingertips. This initiative sets new standards for transparency, accountability, and inclusivity in the legal realm. By lowering barriers to accessing essential legal information, the portal supports a diverse range of individuals entering the legal profession, not just law graduates, but professionals from other fields as well. It embodies the inclusiveness and diversity that characterizes our legal modern system. In conclusion, let me say that as technology advances, the legal system must evolve accordingly. There's a change in mindset which is necessary. I think all of us have to go beyond the mindset of asking ourselves that, well, I have done this in the same old way throughout my life. Why should I change at this point of time in my life? We have to change, and it's in the change of mindsets that the future of the legal profession really lies. Lawyers and litigants relying on electronic tools cannot be asked to revert to outdated paper systems. The march of technology is unstoppable, and our courts must embrace these changes to enhance accessibility and efficiency. We are all senior members of the bar and the bench being constantly driven by the younger potential in the legal profession. Every time I see someone, a senior member of the bar, still looking at a paper file, I look at the multitude of young lawyers in my courtroom who are all working on their iPads and laptops. And I say that truly the future belongs to the young. And now we have to keep pace with the young if we have to survive the march of technology. Each technological advancement, including the eDHCR portal, plays a crucial role in building a more accessible and efficient justice system. I therefore respectfully urge each one of you to continue to support and advocate for these transformative changes to ensure that justice remains within the reach for everyone. And as I conclude, once again, my compliments and appreciation of the Registry of the Delhi High Court and everyone who has contributed to this unique initiative. Thank you, Yashwant Verma, for inviting me, and Manmohan for inviting me here. And thank you all of you for spending your time. The last 30 seconds and I'll be done. I was late by half an hour. Because what began as a matrimonial dispute before the Lok Adalat on Friday ended as a settlement in my courtroom, in my chamber this evening. Dispute between two highly educated spouses living in two different cities with a child custody issue at that. But every day that we are judges, you learn something new in your life. But what did I learn today, which was something new in my life? After the settlement took place, I told the young couple, not very young couple, towards the middle ages, I said, if you want to come into my anteroom and just sit for the last time together as a husband and wife, because I have not still signed my order, you can still do so. So they came and sat in my anteroom. And then after I got ready for the event, I came back to my chamber. They said, sir, we have a very unusual request to ask of you. I said, well, what is that request now? They said, can we have a picture of everybody who was a participant in this case, the judges, the lawyers, and the legal interns? So I said, there's always time for a first. So we all sat in my chamber together and gave them a picture, which I hope they will treasure, of a settlement which was arrived at with the least amount of dislocation. So you'll forgive me for the delay in coming to the function. I hope you'll excuse the half an hour delay. Thank you very much.